Every now and then I get people that send me stuff in the mail and they want me to do reviews on their products. I don't really like doing reviews on products because when people send you stuff in the mail and they ask you to do a review on it, they kind of put you on the spot and make you feel like you have to do a good review, whether the tool is bad or good or whatever product that you're doing. And it kind of makes you put yourself middle type situation, if you get the drift that I'm talking about. So a lot of these reviews that people want me to do, I usually turn them down, or I don't contact them after they email me about it, because a lot of products are pretty much hokey pokey and cheap, inexpensive junk. But every now and then I will get a product that I'm curious about and I want to try out, because I've never had a tool like that, and I've always seen people use a tool like that. And what we got here is one of those tools that I just mentioned that I've never seen or touched or felt, and it's from a company called Rocksteel. Now, he sent this to me in the mail approximately 2.5, 3 months ago, and I was supposed to do this review on it, and I never did get around to it. But today we're going to be reviewing the Rocksteel item that is in this box and see if it's worth buying or it's worth throwing in the trash.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
So the product that we're talking about requires a drill, whether it's an electric drill or an air drill. You got to have a drill for it. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what we got. As you can see, I've never opened this box before. Everything's still packed inside it, and it's a brand new box that's been sitting in my office for approximately 2.5 to 3 months. So when we first open this box up, I see that they supply safety glasses with their product. It's a brand new pair of safety glasses. It's not really a high-tech pair of safety glasses, but it's a pair of safety glasses that will protect your eyes when you're using this tool. Another thing they go ahead and supply is a pair of gloves. And I guess the gloves would be used, get that open, to protect your hands with the tool. Now, whether these gloves will protect your hands using this tool or not, I don't know. The gloves that they ship with their product are rubberized gloves for protection. Now, this is an XL size of glove, so let's see if that'll fit on my XL hand. And it's pretty small and it fits very tight, but I can use it. So we'll go ahead and leave our gloves here handy, or we might as well go ahead and put them on and see if we can go ahead and work with them. Just like that. And then, of course, we got another box in here. We're going to go ahead and open this box first to see what's inside this little box. Now, once again, this product is made by a company called Rocksteel. And what we got in this box is a couple nuts and bolts. You can see that. We got some sort of clamp here. And then we got this mechanism here. Now, I want everybody to know that before we go any further, I have never used a tool like this. I don't know how this thing hooks up or what have you, but we're going to learn how to use it, and then I'm going to give you my opinion on it. So I'm suggesting that this probably fits in there like that, and then this would clamp over this, but of course you can't use it, or should this go like this? Okay, this won't work with this drill, I guess. It has to be a longer drill, or maybe it goes right here like this. I don't know, but some way or another this actually clamps on. Now, this might be a tabletop tool here where you would mount this on the table and then you'd have your little machine working here. And then once we open up here, what we got is another little box before we look at that one. And this has a guide tool of some sort. It's a guide tool so you get nice straight lines using their item. And we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and open up the package here, and the tool that we're looking at, I know everybody's wondering what's going on here, is called the Rocksteel Sheet Metal Nibbler Drill Attachment. So we'll go ahead and open that up. And yes, I am using their gloves and their safety glasses. And as I open it, I see it comes with a nice little handy tool, and I'm sure this is for changing out bits or what have you. I don't see, is that an extra bit? Yes. So they do send you an extra bit. Is that an extra bit? I don't even know. Okay. I'm acting confused here, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason I'm acting confused is because when I open the box up, there's no instructions how to use this thing. There's no paperwork, there's no way of finding out how this hooks up or what you do with it, except basically figuring it out yourself and looking at pictures. So I'm kind of looking at the pictures here, and I can kind of get an idea of what's going on. And here's our little clamp thing, which is this deal right here. And if we look at that, you can see that the clamp actually clamps the head of the drill. And then I guess this thing here goes in here. I don't know. I really don't know. So the main reason I got this thing out is because I have to cut a piece of sheet metal out and paint a test panel today for a customer that I'm working on their car, and we're going to be doing an overall paint job on their vehicle. So I figured this would be a good time to, you know, test it out. So we'll go ahead and hook this to our drill, just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and tighten it up on there, just like that. And hopefully that will do the trick. And the way these work, it's got reverse gears in it. There's a gear going up here and then another drive shaft gear here, or should I say rear axle gear. And that gear in there is spinning this gear to make this go up and down. I presume that's how it works. And then this little tool is probably for I don't know what. I really don't even know what this tool is for. Or even how to use this stuff here. Let's go ahead and get on with the review of doing this. Now here is some instructions right here, and I see that this tool is supposed to fit on this head of the machine. Is that what we're looking at? It looks like, hold on one second here, because if we take this off, we got something else going on over here. Alright, so I'm going to take this handle off. Alright, so we got actually two nibblers on it. So that's a two nibbler situation. And I don't even know what size nibbler this would fit, because it doesn't even say in the instructions. And it actually came loose off my drill, so let me go ahead and hook that back on there. There we go. Okay, so it's hooked on. So it looks like this one here would be for thick steel, and then you come over here and this is for a thinner steel such as sheet metal. So we're going to be using sheet metal today. We're going to go ahead and screw our T-handle back on to the nibbler part that we're not going to use. And then we're going to go over and try it out and see if this thing will actually nibble sheet metal for me so I can paint a test panel. I'm still kind of curious what this wrench here is for. I don't understand where this would fit in on here, and also this. So if we look right here, here's some sheet metal, sheets of sheet metal, and this is very thick sheet metal. I believe this is 18 gauge, and we're going to go ahead and cut a square out on this. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to try to get it as straight as I can to see how this thing actually works. And hopefully this thing will work its way around. I'm just trying to find the best way to do this. Okay, so we're going to start down here. We'll work our way around and see how this tool works, Rocksteel Nibbler works. as far as cutting sheet metal. Alright, so I got it hooked up to the air, and you can see when I pull the trigger that it actually does penetrate in and out and should nibble that down. We got our safety gloves on, we got our safety glasses on, we got the Rocksteel Nibbler. We're going to go ahead and see if we can cut this piece right here and see what happens. Okay, that actually worked very well. I like that. You can see it made a very nice cut on it. Let's go ahead and get the top going and see what happens. Just like that. Alright, so we saw it cut out a nice square line. Let's go ahead and do a couple angles on it and see what happens with that. So I'm just going to kind of just squirrely around and, you know, see what happens and see if it'll bind up as I'm doing corners. To say that actually worked really well. If you look right here, you can see how tight of a corner I actually went on and how small it is, and look at how thin the line is, and it didn't bend, it didn't bust through on the other side. It really worked its magic and did a pretty good job. So what is my rating on the Rocksteel Sheet Metal / Metal Nibbler? What does my friend Pete have to say? Anything good about it? Yes, I do. I like the way that it works. It's an accurate tool. It's a tool that I would probably keep in my toolbox for a quick tool to possibly nibble some sheet metal or get a precise cut of what I need done. As far as this goes, I don't know how this works yet, and I'm presuming that it's a bench mount bracket that you can set your drill in with your nibbler, so you can basically do it by hand, one way or the other. The tools and this item here, I don't know what those are for, and I guess those bolts go to this bracket right here, and I don't know how to use that tool, but with a little bit of experimenting and usage, I'm sure I could figure out what tool goes where and how everything works. So I would rate this tool as a, let's say, 1 through 5, 5 being the best. I would rate it as a 3, and the reason I'm doing that is because there's no instructions, and for someone that never used it, like possibly me, I've never used one of these, trying to figure out what this tool's for and what that tool's for and how this goes together and how this works, kind of makes it a little bit hard. If it had instructions in it, it would definitely be a 5, but since there's no instructions in the box, we're going to go ahead and rate this tool as a 3. Would I buy one? If I needed that tool, yes, I would buy this tool. Even though I rated it as a 3, I would actually buy this, because eventually I would figure out what all this stuff is for and I wouldn't have a problem with it. Very easy to use, expensive or inexpensive, I don't even know. I don't know how much this thing costs because the guy sent it to me and asked me to do a review on it. So there you go, that's my review. If the guy contacts me again, I'll definitely get the link where you can purchase this tool and post it in the description below. Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think of the tool, and if you've ever used one of these tools, how do you like the tool? Because that's all it's about, is the tool.
for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.